now walking past us is saying that you don't want to come back to the laws and be saved. So you want to burn in Babylon. That's what you're telling the Most High. You want to burn in Babylon. Read.
Also, verse 17, also, I set watchmen over you, saying.
I said what?
I said watchmen over you, saying.
Read, King.
Hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken.
And that's what you're doing. Like I said, once again, you're walking past, you will not hearken. The Most High said he has set watchmen. We are watching out for our people, you so-called black men, you so-called natives, you so-called Latinos and Seminole Indians. We are your watchmen to tell you to come back to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and be saved out of the judgment that Babylon's going to receive. We're trying to tell you that you are kings, you are princesses, you are royalty in the eyes of the Most High. But the only way you're going to get your kingdom and your redemption is by coming back to the law, statutes and commandments. And the only way you're going to hear that is by hearkening to the voice of the trumpet, which is going to be blown in Zion. But once the trumpet stops blowing, it's not going to blow to warn you and give you warning, it's going to blow for war. In which we're going to continue reading in the Nehemiah. Read, Prophet Sean.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 4 and verse 18. For the builders, everyone had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, the work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall, one far from another. And in what place, therefore, ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye thither unto us, our power shall fight for us.
God.
So we laboured in the work, and half of them held the spears. From the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. Likewise, at the same time, said I unto the people, let every one with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us, and labour on that day. So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which followed me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that every one put them off for washing.
And that's what we're doing. That's what we are doing. So when he's talking about them in the separate parts on the wall, we're on this wall, this side of Babylon. We got brothers in America, they're on that part of Babylon on the wall, blowing the trumpets and keeping watch. We got brothers in Netherlands, Germany,
Bahamas,
Australia. Brothers across the four winds giving you this trumpet, blowing the trumpet. Across the unicorn you can see it. The trumpet's being blown, the wheel's being built.
That's right.
Most High said, if you do not hearken unto the sound of the trumpet, the blood is upon your own head.
That's right.
But he that hearkeneth shall be saved in his redemption. And that's what we're out here to do. Bring your preacher out here.
Amos chapter 3 and verses 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be an evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it?
Yeah, so like the Most High is saying, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and you shall not hear it? And evil come upon it and Yahweh not do it? It's the same thing that Job said to his wife. Shall we not receive good and evil at the hands of the Most High? So the good that we will receive is the blessings when we keep the law, statutes and commandments. But the evil you will receive from him is the damnation and the destruction of this kingdom and getting caught up in it.
That's right.
So you're going to get either one way or the other. There's no, let's meet in the middle. You know, I can bring my Edomite with me. I can bring my Elam with me. He said no. Yeah, bring out your precept.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination unto Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight.
And a just weight is his delight, and his just weight is keeping the law, statutes and commandments. Many are called, but few are chosen.
That's right.
He's going to take one from a city, two from a family. The Most High don't need a big congregation. He really doesn't. But seek him while he can be found, and pray that your election is sure, that your banner is strong for him, that you can see the kingdom and no longer have to be here complaining about your young men getting shot and your young daughters getting raped and you're getting treated a certain way underneath the so-called white man and under the so-called Arab man and Elam. Because the Most High is going to put you once again above these nations, because we are above them. So come back and get your blessings and your promises and your inheritance. Bring your pieces. Oh,
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
do what?
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
So that goes out to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. We're blowing the trumpet in Zion. Yeah? Read, King.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
And do what?
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Naaman's turn. Give you warning.
That's right.
Give you warning. Because destruction is coming. Yeah? Read, King.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is near, it is nigh at hand.
That's right.
Verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
God. Yeah? Carry on. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
God.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
God, so the land that's in front of us on that straight path is the kingdom, which is going to be like the Garden of Eden, which was beautiful. When it first flourished, it was beautiful. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, everything was in order. There wasn't a false balance in the Most High. That's what we're striving for. But when you look behind you, when you're going to look back at this society, you're going to be like, rah, was I really here for that? Because it's going to be utterly desolate, wasted. You're going to see, if you come into the truth, Most High willingly puts you in that chariot, you're going to see all your friends that were worldly just getting burned up. And you really want to join hands with them. Nah, I'd rather go to the Garden of Eden and have my peace and my blessings. Most High willing down there with my brothers and their children and their wives can be saved. Because the woman cannot be saved but through the man. So I would like to see my family, because they're my family, in that kingdom. Read, King.
Verse 4.
Sorry, my brethren, my Achium, yeah, and my Akbar.
Joel 2 and verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness.
And that means in that time when the Most High comes after the trumpet's been blown, you're gonna be shook. You're not gonna be dancing and how you get into a fight and then walk away. The Most High said it's gonna be darkness for you. Every corner you turn, destruction. Every building you go into, destruction. Driving down the road, destruction. The Most High said it's gonna be in your face. Your face is gonna be blackened, it's gonna be darkened. All you're gonna see is fear. Read.
Verse 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks.
And that's the twofold. That's the heathens coming to fight against the Most High, because in their proudness they seek to fight Yahushua. And they're gonna not try. All these nations are gonna gather together and try and fight against him and not break their ranks. But the Most High, Yahushua said, he ain't gonna use no weapon. Fire and lightning is gonna come out of his mouth. Tempest. That's what he's gonna use. He ain't gonna have to draw up no weapon against them. He just says, Shalak, Ash! Boom! But they're still gonna be in that proud mindset. They're gonna go in there. What do? The snipers do? They go into the roofs and they think they're gonna do that. They're gonna go into their airships and think they're gonna shoot down the IFOs. Shut up, hush! They're too proud. And the second fold, the men of valor, the Most High winning, He gives us that spiritual power. We're gonna come like Lion Bull Z. We're gonna be the ones that's climbing. Edomites are gonna be in their houses and think we're gonna kick down the door. Now we're gonna climb the wall, bring you through your window. They're gonna dig tunnels. Now we're just gonna break our hands through the floor and pull you up. We're gonna fly. Most High winning, He gives us that spiritual power to do that. To recompense vengeance. Not for ourselves, but for His name's sake. So we can show through, He can show through us His mighty works and His power, man. That's what we need to do. Read, King.
Verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Let me understand. Yeah, just what you were saying about everyone, like on the left-hand side, the heathens, they're going to be doing their things, everyone in the ranks, in their system. In the laws, if you go to when Jethro went to Moses, he taught him a way how to deal with his people because he was taking on too much of a burden of the people. So he gave, he set up generals, captains, soldiers, and that's it, in order basically. You know what I mean? Even with Ezra, when he was told he got the 5 men. Ezra being the commander-in-chief, and then you got the 5 men, they were like captains and that. Then you had the lieutenants and that. When he said give it to chief men, give these books to chief men, the 240, but the ones, take away 70 of them books to the chief men, and give the other rest of the other, what, 100 and 200, you understand what I'm saying? Take away 70 from 240. That's easy enough, man. 160. Take away 70 from 240 is 160. 170. 170, yeah. Yeah. Give 170. Give 170 to the ones that are just Israelites that are not the chief men, that don't play well. There's always been order, decency, and order amongst Israel because. You know what I mean?
It goes into what Yahweh said when he said that if you break the least of the commandments, you'll be called least in the kingdom. You know?
That's rankings.
It's ranking system. So the way they're going to hold their ranks, we're going to hold our rank.
Decently.
And in order.
And in order.
But the thing with them, the Most High is going to confound their rank. Because they haven't got the law, statutes, and commandments to hold an order.
But it says, sorry, it says as well, it says, they shall not regard their princes and not regard the hierarchy. The hierarchy. They're going to be like madmen sparing no one now. Police fighting against police and armies fighting against doctors.
The love of many shall wax cold.
Can't. And you know what? This is why the Most High, He does this. He makes these heathens create these movies. So it gives you a kind of somewhat picture of what it's going to be like. But we know it's going to be more terrible. A similitude, that's the word of it. It gives you a similitude. So when you watch The Last Purge, or it's called The Forever Purge, if you see the way they're going on in that film, they don't give a who you are. You can be Parliament. They're coming for you. You can be a little child. They're coming for you. That's how their kingdom's going to run. But because we've got the law, statutes, and commandments, the Most High is going to set us in order. Boom. I want my leading officers there, my lieutenants there, I want my soldiers here, the horsemen there. Put us all in formation. My archers, I want my archers back there. I want my chariots there, line us up. He's going to build that wall. That's once again, the wall being built on the foundation with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai in the center, front and center, ready to devour. And we're going to be holding rank with him. Read, King.
Verse 8, Joel 2 and 8. Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
They shall what?
They shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The earth shall quake before them.
And that goes into that same, they shall enter in as a thief.
In that,
We just said, that's when they're going to be like madmen sparing none. They shall enter in people's houses like thieves, man.
Man shall fight against his neighbor.
done.
You bring that out.
Yeah, let's bring that up. Because all of this that we're saying, we're giving you warning. We're actually letting you know what's going to be happening in the end time, in the end days, the final days, when war and judgment is coming upon the earth. We are actually letting you know what's going to happen, and we're telling you how to prepare yourself. We're sounding the trumpet to prepare yourself so you don't see that. We don't want our people. Israel's been seeing too much already. Yeah? We've been through death too much. It's time for us to live. Let's start to live. But we can only live through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shan, keep the Lord, that's his commandment. Read your precept.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. And men shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
And that's what's going to happen.
Like the book of Eli.
The book of Eli, you're going to be scared to go outside.
This man kind of looks like the book of Eli.
Yeah, you're gonna be too scared because you ain't gonna be able to trust no one. You know, like the wicked, they're gonna do good in their wickedness. Like iron rusted, so does their wickedness. They're gonna show their true colors, and you're gonna feel like that's when you're gonna see the real coons start to come out. You're gonna see the ones that are gonna either be like, like, man, I should have got down with the brothers, man. Like, then you're gonna see what they call them, the rebellions, and then you're gonna see the ones that are gonna be the Samuel Jackson in Django. Yes, master. Yes, master. But master's gonna be putting a whip to your back, but you ain't gonna say nothing because he's still gonna give you luxury. You're gonna still want it because you're good for the system. Yeah, that's the sedition amongst men. Your own family members are going to turn against you. Your own family might become a yes, master. I got that for you, man. Yes, missus. You know? Oh, yeah, my Sabrina. Cast your spell on me. That's what they're going to be doing. Up here, we pray that the Most High don't take His Holy Spirit from us and let us go into that state of mind, man.
And even they're saying, like, with certain poisons, people that have been sucking up the poisons, the same ones, alright, are going to start to poison the people that are unpoisoned.
Yeah.
You understand? It's all like, it's the spiritual. It's even like when it says the women, right? It says the women, when they come onto certain men, that they can turn them away from their power. Like Delilah. You understand? It's the same thing that they're doing with these philosophies of man and their poisons, man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's why the brother said it perfectly. Sorry. Like these other nations, this woman could do nothing, bro. She's building us up. She's actually making us more on fire to see the wickedness while we're doing this thing. What the brother said, back to what he was saying, there's going to be them versus us, man. And they're even doing it now with our immunity, man. Of staying in this faith and also being poisoned, man. You gotta be kind of careful, man. That's why a lot of them are going inside this holiday barracks, so-called medical, natural foods and, you know what I mean, remedies and organic remedies, because they know that things are happening, man. Amongst them. Some people are aware, some people are not aware, man.
Soon you're gonna see it's gonna come like The Walking Dead and Resident Evil. See like their poison is just gonna be. What's that one? It is Resident Evil when she touches the tea thing, and it just airborne. Yeah, that's what it basically is. And then you can still be.
And it's like, the Most High says it's like that already.
It is.
Yeah, they're already like that.
Because right now we're just seeing zombies in Ezekiel 37, isn't it?
Drive. You see them, but they're going to be even more, now they're going to be more dry. They're going to be drier than dry.
They're going to be the driest.
They're going to be the driest. Not even a cocoa butter is going to help them. I know olive iron going to help them. But yeah.
Precept for that one. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Shall what?
Shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So that's why Proverbs be like, we need, you men out there that are doing this work, stay on fire, Baba Kushar. Stay on fire. Repent every day. If you're going through trauma, you're going through like stuff that, talk to your brothers, you know, even if you can, if you're going through work, try and talk to your brothers. I'm guilty of it, and I will be the first to say Salaki to my Akins, because there's certain times I could talk to my brothers, but I let this Babylonian system get a hold of me. But when I see my brothers, it is all praises. It makes like this, I feel so strong around my brothers, you know. Keep praying to the Most High. Fast more. If you're not fasting, fast even more. Start fasting. Get them spirits off you. Yahweh Shai said, nothing can be done apart from fasting and praying.
And you notice, you notice while we have our feast days of the Most High, that more and more wicked spirits, they start to rouse up, man. Like you saw in our last camp session, man. Alright, while you saw that them the other camp, that were the purple camp, they came to come and take and teach. We're building on another man's foundation, man. Alright, but we got these mad spirits, they rouse up more and more when the feast days come, man.
When the high holy days
When the high holy days come, man. Alright, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna endure, man, the tribulation. These are little tribulations that we have to go through, but we just keep pushing and we keep striving, man.
That's right. All praises. Because like we said, we want to make sure that our election is sure. We want to sound the trumpet to wake up our people. You know, we want to be chosen. We want to be them chosen. We want to be we want to be the 144,000. We want to be like the 12,000 of each of the tribes. We want to get there. We want to get that part of the kingdom. Yahweh Hapahah. We become that them saints that in that number. Even though I'd rather be the 1/3 that survives.
Anything.
Like anything is good to them, to be a reprobate and to be dry bones and to be a yes master, a zombie. Yeah, I don't. Nah. We've been there. We've done it. We've lived it. Now we've woken up out of it, and that's all praises to the Most High. He sounded the brother. I heard the trumpet from brother. He blew the trumpet. I ran to the trumpet. Brother heard the trumpet via the unicorn. He went. Brother heard the trumpet via the unicorn. He went.
That's right.
We made haste. We didn't tarry. I'll go out next week. I'll go out the week after. Let me just be a keyboard warrior. And then brothers chatting rubbish. We didn't do that. If we had a problem with what we was understanding when we first come in, we seeked it out through the Spirit. You know? And we still seek it out now. We ain't gonna be them people that gonna tell you we have 100%. Israel, we're not here to tell you that we have 100% truth. We're only here to give you warning. The 100% truth will come when the Mashiach comes back. Yeah. And you just pray that he gives you that 100% truth. We can't say up here that we are clean, because we're all filthy rags. Yeah? We're all filthy rags.
He's gonna one time in that day.
Exactly. He ain't got time now, he's gonna one time in that day.
I'll bring this out, yeah?
Bring out your
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Give what?
Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fail.
Yeah, if we do these things, we will never fall. We ain't gonna fall down. See how the system is unbalanced, it's not just balanced, that's why it's crumbling. Because now Satan's fighting against Satan, that's the trumpet to be blown. We're telling you, your oppressors can't even agree with each other. So how much more you, the people, are they going to agree with? Bring out your princess.
Psalms chapter 20 and verse 5. We will rejoice in thy salvation,
God.
and in the name of our power we will set up our banners.
That's right.
Yahweh fulfilleth all thy petitions.
Yahweh will fulfill all our petitions. Remember, he knows our hearts and our desires. And if we hold strong in his truth, hold to faith, call upon his name, fast and pray, wake up our people. Yahweh, how we see our desires? Most High willing, we will see our desires.
Right.
We'll see our elders in the streets with their staffs, like mighty men, beards on their face, big woolly hair. Even our elder women, see them in the streets, just taking in the sun, praising the Most High, relaxing. Those are desires that we want for our people. Keep us at home, teaching the children, teaching our women to be sober-minded and our children to be men, man. That's what we need. When there ain't gonna be no quarrels in the kingdom. Because everyone will know the law. Everyone will get right. You know? Most I would say it like that. But we want to be in that number. We want to be able to walk in and see Yahweh shine his throne. Say, are the one. You know, whole council giving praises all the day for redeeming us. Like we said, our elders never did that. So that now we're out here giving you the trumpet to redeem you. Our elders didn't go into the scriptures to tell you who you are, even though they knew. So,
the elders of like One West, the House of David, you know, Babyloners, man, for the right elders that did so, man.
Khan. Shalom to them elders.
The ones in solemn assemblies, man. And teach the truth and sincerity.
And them elders that have been labouring from day one, when you first find out, and you're still holding it strong. Shalom to you as well.
I saw brothers about teaching mighty, just trampling down. He had like 100 people around him with just one reader, bro. In New York City, man. Just bringing out fire, precepts upon precepts and understandings of like the times again. I was like, wow, this is a mighty warrior, man. Telling the heathens you look nothing. That woke me up, man. I was like, where are these guys? Are they in England, bro?
That's right.
That's what opened my eyes.
Yeah. You know? And that's what we're out here to do, Israel. We're here to wake you up and tell you that this is coming. We got brothers, like I said, the wall is across the four winds. We got a wall here, we're holding this part of the wall. Priest Sabat, he's got a wall in New York, he's holding down that wall.
That's right.
He's building that one.
That's right.
You got Watchmen for Israel, they're holding that wall. They're building that side. Sakari, they're building that side. Even the Sakari lot that speak to the northern kingdom, the Latin tribe, they're holding the foundation.
That's right.
We need to cry out, because we're telling you, sooner or later, Yahweh Shai is going to come, because he said he's long time held his peace, but he knows he has to have patience. He just don't know what time or hour is coming. Can you imagine when he actually gets that going? If he said I've long time held my peace, can you imagine when the Most High, when Yahweh says, my son, you can go? Let's bring up the garments from Bozrah. Bring up your
This is 1 Timothy, right? 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine.
That's why I want to break that down for them. Because it's self-explanatory.
Well, yeah, verse 18 is breaks it down.
For the scripture saith, thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the labor is worthy of his reward. So the ox, it goes around. This is the parable or the saying it's given. The ox has gone around and he's actually helping labor to plow the ground. You can't, like this woman, she's working. You can't tell this woman to work in the store and then not pay her dues, man. Right? She deserves her dues, but she needs to wear modest apparel. But it's the same understanding that we can't be out here for no reason. We're out here because we know we want to seek that diligent order of being called great in the kingdom of heaven, man, doing his will. We know that for doing this, there's benefits in doing this, man. In the kingdom to come.
That's right.
Right? Many mansions and cities and that. How you doing? You remember what I was saying? Roll your beard though, man. Forgetting, man. Alright. So yeah, there's great things to come in the kingdom. But we gotta give the elders as well, man. What we're saying about our elder men, like are obviously the ones that are not ruling and doing with diligent and teaching diligently, man. You know what I mean? But the ones that are, they are worthy of double honors, man. Alright?
That's right.
From the house of David, from the house of David on down, man. Alright?
Beautifully said, brother. Beautifully said. Shalom to them, brothers. Shalom. So now we're going to show you, when this trumpet is done being blown, how Yahweh Shai said, I've long time held my peace. He said, can you only imagine when Yahweh gives him the go-ahead? This is how he's coming, and he's not coming for play. Bring it up, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. If that speak in righteousness, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
Wherefore what?
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
So in that day, people are going to look at him and be like, why is your garment so red? What's that on your clothes? That's what they're going to look at Yahweh Shai, because he's, like I said, he came as a lamb and he's coming back as a roaring lion. He has long time held his peace. So you can only imagine that he's anxious on his feet, because he does not know the time of the hour himself. And he's just sitting there. So he's like, cool, I'm patiently waiting. But when I get that go ahead, my garments are going to be dyed red. Why is these garments dyed red? Read, Baba Kushan.
And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone.
He said what?
I have trodden the winepress alone. And of the people there was none with me.
So you can just imagine Yahweh shouting, Shalak ash, bang, just flying. Shalak ash, bang. That you're gonna see, you're gonna think he's a madman. Because he is mad. He's angry for the sins of our people, and he's angry for what the heathens have done to us. So he is mad. And what they did to him, he said even those that pierced him, he's coming for.
That's right.
Yeah, it was bad enough they put him on, he knew his judgment, he was put on the cross, but to juke him in the side as well, to make sure he, now come on. Pierce his side, man, please.
For I will tread them in mine anger. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
And their what?
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
All praise this, read, King.
And I will stain all my raiment, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
For the what?
For the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
And it's in our hearts too. But we are patiently waiting the same way he's waiting. We have long time held our peace, now we're saying it. So we're going to use this sword and we're going to cut you asunder. We're going to tell you what your nationality is. We're going to tell you our so-called Caucasian, white man, the Edomite of the Bible that the Most High coming to reveal. We're going to tell you that you're Moab. We're not trimming our ways for you no more. Because every time we trim our ways, all you do is strip us, make us beg.
That's right. That's right.
And then have the audacity to call us spics, niggers, and put us in your jail cells that you feel like most of our people with. So we're going to be happy that we've dashed your children against the stone when that time comes, when your Yahweh Shai comes back.
Right.
You did it to our babies, we're going to do it to your babies.
Teach, brother. Teach.
But you know what? We're going to bring them back alive and do it again. So you can re-watch it. Because we had to watch it over and over again.
Man, that's right.
Hard for 1,000 years.
For 1,000 years. Little Timmy's going to come. Bye, little Timmy. Little Stacey's going to come. Bye, little Stacey. The same way you did to us. Our little Yeshua was coming and you took him. Our little Yaakov was coming and you took him. We're going to do it to your Claire's and your Stacey's, man. Read it.
For the day, 63 and 4, Isaiah. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Hold on now.
Verse 5, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
Gone.
Verse 6, and I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury.
That's right.
And I will bring down their strength to the earth.
And with that, I'm going to pass it to the next powerful speaker. I want to give all praises and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahar, Rakah, all praises.
Mighty.
No, that was beautiful, man. Very beautiful, man. Wow. Like, you know what I mean? That's how we need to move in these days, man. On fire, man. Alright? Bringing us the truth, man. Alright? And we're going to free course with the spirit right now, yeah? Normally I have something planned, but let's just go, man. That was beautiful. I like the way you started it off. Give me Isaiah chapter 50, Isaiah 52, Isaiah 62 and 6. Yeah, bring that up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
What?
They shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Alright, the Most High, right, has made, like the brother's been saying, alright, there's walls, man. Alright, there's walls that are being built. Why? Because we are watching, man. Alright? Because yeah, man. Why are walls being built? Alright, because you can't put your hand in a basket full of snakes, man. There might be a rattle one in there, it might bite you here, and you know what I mean, you might catch a poison, man. Alright? That's why we're building walls. Alright? Because there's snakes around. In the grass, man.
In the lurking
place. You want to keep the house clean, alright? And then outside, it's just bare wilderness growing, man. The snakes are in that wilderness, man. Alright?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Do what?
Never trust thine enemy.
And the Most High has said that the one that put us in slave ships are our enemies, man. The ones that sold us on orchard blocks and fed our children to alligators for bait are our enemies. They have never been your friends. If they're your friends, they are laughing behind your back. Right? Never trust your enemies. Do what, bro?
But like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So the Most High has said that these people, they're wicked. At the beginning, they're very humble and very meek. But in the end of it, they are wicked, man. They're like iron. It's very shiny at the start, but then the rust starts to appear. You see their agenda. Bring it out, bro.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wet the looking glass.
Exactly, man. Alright? Wipe the steamy glass and look through and see how wicked that these Caucasians are, man. They're very wicked. And they know they're wicked, man. They're coming out more and more. showing their true colours, man. Alright?
I say, it's like last week, we saw the wickedness. Because it was that Edomite that come up and was like, you're racist. And we was like, no, you're racist. And he said, yeah, I am. But I'm not preaching it on the street, in the lurking places. So,
So where do they do it? Around the dinner tables. They're like, damn, that nigga today, he pissed me off. He got the top questions in the classroom. That nigga today, oh my gosh, he invented something brand new, man. And he didn't even have much resources. He just, you know what I mean? Like, he just done it off of sticks and stones. And he built a damn windmill and built electricity in his country. Now we can't steal, now we can't give them a gift to destroy them, man. Damn these niggas. Alright, they're upset that we can move cars with water, man. Alright, there's a Jamaican man that created a car that can run on water. Alright, they hate that because they can't make money from the oil and the fatness of the earth.
That's right.
Because that's their blessing. They are upset that we are the smartest ones, man. They're upset that we are the quickest ones, the strongest ones, man. They're like, these damn niggas, what ain't they good at, man? Oh, they're not good at keeping the laws, statutes, and the commandments. Let's break them down. Let's give them some more pork and swivel that inside the food. God. Let's swivel some unclean clothing inside. Let's bring out some commandments, man. Alright? Because remember it says the watchmen shall not hold their peace day nor night. But they said they will not hearken unto the watchmen and to the sound of the trumpets, man. They will not remember the ways of old. Alright? So let's bring out some commandments. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 11.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 11. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sort.
You're not allowed to wear garments that are diverse. And how are they diverse? Read it, brother.
As of woolen and linen together.
We're not allowed to wear mixed up 30% this, 20% that, 50% that, to make 100% of stupidness, man. Alright? We're meant to have 100% or none else. And don't be like, oh, that law is grievous. We're in the land of Babylon. I can't keep it. Go study. Show yourself approved, man. Alright? Rightly dividing the word and be truth, man. Don't be a damn hypocrite. Alright? Don't be a hypocrite saying you're going to teach people the Bible and not keep the laws and the commandments because, oh, it's grievous, brother. No. Alright? You're meant to keep the commandments, man. And that's the least commandment. You can easily just get 100% clothing, man. Bring that out, brother.
This is the book of Jude, chapter 5 and verse 17.
Start 17, go on.
Thou sin not before us, thou wast thy sin not before their power. And whilst they sin before their power, they prepare and propose because they prosper because the power of.
And whilst they sin not.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 17. And whilst they sin not before their power, they prosper.
They what?
They prosper.
Alright, when we don't sin against our power, we prosper. Alright?
Because the power have hated iniquity.
Because the Most High says we keep His covenant. And we don't keep up with eating swine's flesh, eating crabs, shrimps and lobster. Alright? Diverse garments. And the list goes on. Alright? But just a few, just a few. Really, bro.
Was with them. But when they departed from the ways which He had appointed them, they were destroyed.
They were what?
They were destroyed.
That's why the watchmen are out here to build the gates, to build the walls again. Because our people don't know who they are. They think they're just, and the ancestors were just slaves. They don't know that they are called Israelites in the Bible. Alright? They don't know that they're God's chosen people. They think that them Amalekites, the so-called Jewish people, are God's chosen. They think they're God's chosen people, man. That is a lie.
the Yidos, the Yiddish people are not God's chosen people. The Yidos support Tottenham, man. Alright? They got cocks and bulls. Alright? They ain't got laws and commandments, man. They got birds sitting on bulls, man. They ain't got laws, statutes and commandments and righteousness. Alright? Tried like gold is tried in the furnace, man. Alright?
But when they despised from the ways which he had appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore.
Exactly. When we read Deuteronomy chapter 28 from verse 15 on down, it shows you how we shall receive curse. Let me do Deuteronomy 11 and 26. Now hold that one. Alright?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
Alright, the Most High set the Israelites blessings of being the best in the Olympics, being the best on the football field, being the best in the basketball, in the golf, in the Formula 1, in the tennis. Anything we damn do, we're the best. And they know it. Music, dancing, you name it, we're the best. We can start playing hockey like the so-called Caucasians will be the best at hockey, man. Alright? We're just the damn best, and if you don't like it, take it up with God. We're better than everybody. Cooking, alright? Driving, Lewis Hamilton, he's not English. His dad's a Jamaican. He's black. Alright? We're the best, fam, and you can do nothing against it, man.
Right.
Alright? You could try get better than us, and then that's what you can try and do. Alright? But it's not gonna work. Alright? Keep me then, bro. Alright? We got blessings, but there's a curse if we disrespect people.
Deuteronomy 11 and 27.
26.
Yeah, I'll start.
Yeah, 27. Yeah.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of Yahweh.
There's blessings if we obey the commandments. Go on.
Which I command you this day, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments.
And a what?
And a curse if you will not obey the commandments.
And the heathens, with their sneaky damn ears, have gone around and found out. Like the damn, what's his name? Momo Jojo, man. Listening to the Israelites all day until he found out, let me put these guys in dresses. Let me change the Sabbath day. Alright? Let me tell them they can eat anything clean. Anything's clean to eat if they don't find the clean things. Alright? Let's wash them in mud. Let's make them beat up their wives if they talk back to them. You know what I mean? Wickedness, man, that book, man. Alright? Go on, bro. We go back to this one, yeah. Judas 5.
Judas 5 and 18. But when they departed from the ways which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into a land that they were not theirs.
And that's why when we read Deuteronomy 28, bring it out, kid. Alright? And verse 64. Sorry, Deuteronomy 28 and 45. It's 47, I think. 47. Read it.
This is the book of 28.
Deuteronomy.
Yes. The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 47. Because 49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Exactly.
A nation.
Alright? Yeah, man. The Most High says we're going to get brought down by a nation whose tongue we don't understand, man. Alright? That's what the Most High says here. Do this, go on, bro.
Done. And were led captive into a land that was not theirs.
What was not ours. This land is not our land. We are not black British. Alright? You're not a colour and you're not ish. You're not ish. You are chosen people, the Israelites. Alright?
You are not Native American. You're not a Seminole Indian. All right? You're not Ghanaian. You're not Nigerian. You're not Dominican. You're not Jamaican. You're not a barbarian. You're God's chosen people. You're the Israelites. The Jamaica means a land of wood and water. That's stupidness, man.
Can two walk together?
Can two walk together unless they be agreed, man? They disagree with each other because they're in stupidness, man. One saying that we are Israelites. One saying nah, we are Jamaican. Because that is stupidness, man. Our people are destroyed. Alright? Because they keep idol worship. They're confounded in their sin. Because Jude 5 and 18, that's why. Well, that's why they're like that. Alright? They know if we lower who we are, we're going to rise up high.
That's right.
Alright? Read this, please. Because Jeremiah 17 and 4.
And the temple of power was cast to the ground, and the city was taken by the enemy. But now are they returned to the power and are come up from the place.
All right, we returned to our power, right, and we came up from wickedness, man. But when we return to our power, we keep laws, statutes, and commandments.
Where they were scattered,
all right,
and they have possessed Jerusalem,
all right, come on.
Where their sanctuary is.
Because it's the mother of the Israelites. Jerusalem is the mother of the so-called blacks, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Alright? That's our lands. Alright? What they like to call Palestine. Palestine, Israel, belongs to the Negroes. That's our country, man. We don't belong here in this damn wicked place. Alright? Enslaved, like slaves. Alright?
And are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate.
Alright?
Now therefore,
like the Garden of Eden, man.
Now therefore, my power, my master and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That's why we're down low, because the people are making us sin. The people are damn sticking the meat with all sorts of damn poisons, man. The people are got fruits and vegetables without seeds in it, man. When have you ever seen a fruit without a seed, man? That don't bear seed, man. Where did that come from? Where did the fruit come from that doesn't have a seed? That doesn't make any sense, man. But our people, they just don't care. Now we're in Babylon. England, we're there. I like England. England is stupid, man. And so is the Caucasian, so are the Ishmaelites. Anywhere we are brought over, all right? Even our people now that are not, that don't deserve double honors, man. Not the elders. Our people have become foolish, all right? Because the other nations have made them think it's okay. They've drunk the wine of the fornication of Babylon, man. All right? Wickedness, man. Drunkenness, man. All right?
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Yeah, they've overcome us, man. Alright? We shall overcome. Alright? They've overcome the Israelites by keeping us down and telling us that we're so-called blacks. Alright? Native Americans. Alright? Seminole, Indian, Latino, Hispanic, stuff like this, man. Alright?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Alright, we've been discontinued from our heritage because of idol worship. Alright? Because of sucking on to women, alright, and then leading us away from our heritage, man. Leading us into all sorts of lust and bringing our strength down, man. And dealing with their philosophies with whoredom. We have one God. We don't have many gods. We don't have many names. Alright? We have to keep the Most High close and keep these damn lustful women away from our souls. Alright? Read, King.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 3.
You're right. You alright, Princess? Come here, the Bible, sister. Princess, come here, the Bible now. Alright. Go on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, know thy ways too, that which destroyeth kings.
Yeah, man. Alright then. These women can destroy you, man. Alright, they destroy kings, man. Yeah, man. Alright, these women destroy kings, man. Alright? That's why we have to make sure that we don't deal with the philosophy of these damn wicked rulers of the world, man. Alright? So yeah, bring out the let's go into some understanding with the famine, bro. Alright? Because that's what's happening right now, man. Alright? Well, as we look at the times, alright, we need to understand who can save us, man. Who can be a strength to us, man. Alright? It's not everybody in this world that we can trust in, man. There's only one we can trust in, and that's the Heavenly Father. You can trust in your mom. How is she going to feed you though? Because who's going to give her the food? The Heavenly Father, man. Alright, you can trust in your dad. Alright? But who's going to give you understanding? The Most High gave your dad understanding. So you got to trust in the Father that He gives you these right ways, man. Alright? We can't trust in our oppressors. Alright? We can't trust in these people. Right? Look at us in slavery. Look what they've done to our ancestors, man. We should never trust them, man. Alright? They will never look after us. They'll never be your friends. Alright? Bring it up.
Exodus chapter 15 and verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good ease.
Alright,
in good case.
They're thinking that they're in a good case. Oh, we got pound lands. Alright, we got some cheap garments. We can buy t-shirts for £1 across the road. Things are so cheap, I can afford it. Alright? Go on.
And even then shall evil grow upon earth.
Alright, even though there's cheap things going around, alright? You got your little damn, Amazon. You can buy a little deal. You got eBay. Alright? You think you're in a good case, man. But evils are still happening. You still got the martial law troops building their camps, their FEMA camps outside London, man. Alright? Martial law troops, alright, FEMA camps being built that if you don't agree with their poisons, man. If you don't get with the program, you're gonna be put in you know what I mean, incarcerated, man. Thrown into prison, man. Some of you, alright, thrown into prison.
Sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them shall dwell upon the earth, shall perish in famine.
Many people are going to perish because there's a lack of food, because of the Brexit. Alright? A lot of these truck drivers, they said that we're not going to work no more. So where are you not getting this food from? It's GMO. It's not real. The farms are not growing this food. You're eating damn rubbish and poisons, man. Alright? Read.
And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
And the ones that escape the damn famine, alright, that they're living their best life, alright, you know the ones that are living their best life, controlling, pushing the buttons, the sword is coming for you guys, man. And I know you're watching the videos, alright, because every time we upload a video, we get some damn serial code numbers come up. You know that? Yeah, so any guy that's not even subscribed to the channel. So any guy who's not even subscribed to the channel, the video went up for 1 second, it's got a damn comment. Because you guys are there fact checking and watching the videos. So you guys that have got your food, you're gonna receive a sword. Alright? That's right.
And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them.
And there shall be no man to comfort them.
For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
The city shall be cast down. No man's gonna comfort you. No one where you can go to your jockeying and jiving, your Christian pastor, try get a prayer. No comfortable prayers in them days. No passing him a little congregation money. No going to the bookies and dealing with your guy with the newspaper. Oh, do you remember that horse? Right? No going to the dance hall or pushing the little Dutchie on the left hand side and buying a little rum. No more gal you can talk about, you see my nails. Yeah, there's going to be none of that left, man. Alright? Things are going to happen where people are going to melt in their cars, man. There's going to be a nuclear warfare where people are going to melt in their silly cars. Understand? And their plastic weave is going to melt on their shoulders, man. Alright?
That's right.
There shall be no man left to till the earth.
There's going to be no one left to even till the grounds.
And to sow it.
Or to plant in the grounds.
The trees shall give fruit. And who shall gather them?
Alright? And that's when you watch there's films, there's similitudes about this. I Am Legend. Alright? Will Smith and them. Alright? There's similitudes about this. Alright? There's going to be no one left to till the ground. Because the Most High is going to set a famine and a nuclear destruction on the world, man. Go on, read.
The grapes shall be reaped, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
Come on.
So that the one man shall desire to go and see another, and to hear his voice. For the city thereof shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves.
That's the book of Eli. There's only 10 men in the city left. That's coming. Not more seeing a city full populated. There's only going to be 10 people in the city. Alright? Because the whole world has been drunken with the philosophies of Babylon. So they're going to die like Babylon, like Sodom. Like Sodom. Fire and brimstone. Laugh about it. You laugh about it. It's not a game. This is the Bible. You're laughing at the Bible. That's stupid, man. Only that Egypt will laugh at the prophets that are right, that are being read. Alright? Laughing at the Bible, man. Our people, because you got a little damn locks on your head. You think you're righteous. Because, you know what I mean? You think you're righteous because you got a little rasta locks. That's stupidness if you don't read the Bible and you're going to laugh at the word of God. That's an Egypt. You understand? So let's read some more of the word of God, man. The word of Yahweh. Hey, McDonald's is babies, you know. They put dead babies in McDonald's. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, you're eating a dead baby fetus, man. A mad girl, that, man. Read this, bro.
For the city shall be 10 left, and 2 men of the field shall hide himself in the thick grove and in the cliff of the rock. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives.
Yeah, alright, it says, what verse 29, yeah?
Oh, when as a vineyard is gathered, there are left...
Wait, hold that, cliffs of the rocks, right? Yeah. Give me Amos chapter 9 of those. Amos chapter 9 of those 2. Alright, there's guys that are going to be hiding in the cliffs of the rocks. Alright?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 2. Though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Exactly. The Most High says, though they hide in the underground bunkers, though they climb in the mountains in the damn cliffs of the rocks, alright? The Most High is going to bring them down.
That's right.
Right? Because by the sword, the Most High says, by the sword, they shall receive their judgment. You think you're just going to you think these Caucasians are going to hide in bunkers? Alright? You think they're going to hide in underground or cliffs in their little getaway penthouses, man? They're going to be dragged out of them places.
That's right.
Keep it up.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 30.
Oh,
when as a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them which search their houses with the sword.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. People are going to be going around, all right? You'll be like, oh yeah, there's a famine coming. Let me stock up all my food. Bro, all of that food is going to be nothing. You're going to be a dead man in the you know what I mean? And after a radioactive bomb, it becomes destroyed. All of your tin food, all right? After a nuclear weapon destruction, everything is wasteful. There's no more need for the fruits. There's no more need for your damn tin food. It's all been destroyed under the radioactive chemicals in the air, man. What's rice gonna be? What's water gonna do? You're gonna drink it, it's radioactive. It's not gonna be worth anything. You understand? But they're still gonna go around, alright? And they're still gonna jump in your house. They're gonna be like, oh look, do you remember this CD? Do you remember drill? Do you remember drill music? You know what I mean? Oh, do you remember this guy, Luther Vandross? You know what I mean? Do you remember this? You know what I mean? Remember this film? Remember DVDs, bro? Blu-rays and that. Remember that? Yeah. Let's put it on. You know what I mean? They start kicking up the generator. They start watching something. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be nothing, bro. You're gonna be just living out your time until the profits come, man. So what's this about? What's this about, bro? This is about what's your nationality. You know what I mean? This is serious, man. It's not a game, man. What we need a nation. What nation do you belong to? Nigeria, right? Alright, so like, look, seriously. Is Nigeria in the Bible? Alright, so you believe in God. You believe in the Bible. No, my Bible. Sorry about that. So, the influence of what marijuana? Yeah. Just give me a quick minute so you can hold it. Sorry if I caused any disrespect. No, that's so, we're a humble guy, man. And you know what? The thing is, what it is, our people, they haven't been taught these things. You know what I mean? Our people, yeah, other people haven't been taught who they are. Do you understand? Once we have taught who we are, we know how we need to maneuver. Because when you're under the influence of them things, give me Leviticus chapter 10, verse 1.
Alright.
Yeah.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10 and verse 1. And Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took either of them his censer.
So these are priests, alright? They took their censer, right?
And put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered strange fire.
And what?
And offered strange fire before the Lord.
So look, our bodies are our temples. And in the temple, what do? You burn incense, right? You can't offer strange fire in your temple. Alright? First Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. You get me the one that says.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of power, and that the spirit of power dwelleth within you?
Do you not know that you are the spirit of power? Yeah? I know that. Yeah, and the spirit of God, he resonates in you. Yeah, like he resonates in you, you can't defile your body.
If any man defile the temple of God, he shall God destroy.
Oh, the Most High can destroy you for being, you know what I mean? Because he don't care about them, bro. He don't care about them, bro. You don't care about that Turkish, alright? Because look here, let me show you this. Hold up. What this is people? You know what this is? Alright, look. The Most High has got 18 different names in the Bible, different nationalities. And for us to be on this list, we need to know that we are the one at the top. We're the best. The one shining at the top. Number one. Alright? It's Negro, nigger, nigger means just black. Nigeria just means dark. Alright? In the etymology of the word, right? So now, look, who we got on this? We got Egyptians. We know Egyptians today, right? Them so-called what? Are they Turkish or whatever? They're not the real Egyptians. Are they the real Egyptians? The people that live there, they're not the real Egyptians, are they? No, I don't think so either, because they're on the hieroglyphs, they're dark. Alright? Now we got, look, Ethiopians are here. So Ethiopia's in the Bible as well, isn't it? Kush, Makeda. Alright? We got Egypt. right? When the Israelites, Moses put them out of Egypt. So these are nations that are in the Bible. So who are we? We have to be someone. We can't be like just Jamaicans and Ghanaians. That's not in there. Okay. So let's go to understandings in the Bible now, right? To identify why we are these people, the best ones, all right? Okay. All right, we're going to get to the conclusion. You know what I mean? So, but you heard that first, right? You got to be sober. We can't be... Can you find it? Yeah.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Because listen, right, you understand right now there's big things going on, alright? There's wars happening, right? Afghanistan, alright, Russia and China, they're starting to make Afghanistan a country now. Alright, the Taliban have got, they're a nation. They're starting to add them onto the United Nations. Alright? They've become so powerful for overthrowing and taking back their country. You know what I mean? But when the English, the Americans were in there, they had them under subjection, right? And they made the Taliban the most scared people, you know what I mean? Scariest people in the world, really. Alright? Freedom fighters, alright? But now, the most I said, if we don't be watchful and diligent and sober, we're not going to understand what's going on around us. You know what I mean? If we're just smoking, you know what I mean? Not learning, not being watchful, not seeing the times. We can't be both. We can't be both. You can't smoke. You can't smoke and be sober-minded. You can't.
Not sober-minded.
Because you're laughy-daffy right now, bro.
Not sober-minded. You can be under the influence, but you can still have control. Because I said right now, you can't.
You don't have any control, bro. You can notice it. You can notice it. You know what I mean? Your excessive laughter and your gait, it shows you not. You understand? Are you a Negro? Are you from Nigeria? Are you what? You what? You said you're not. What's your nationality? Yeah, well, there you go. So that's showing who you are. It shows that you're destroyed. You don't know who you are according to the Bible. Yeah. So we know. We are all moving according to the Bible. We are all in the spirit of the Bible. Oh yeah. Alright? Everyone is doing the prophecies written. It's about what the children of Israel are not allowed to eat. Oh yeah. And what we can eat. But you're not a child of Israel. So hear this. Hear this. Yeah. You read that. Alright? So look. So look, bro. What precept did you get? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. Alright? But this is an understanding to show you why we are the children.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So, you know what that means? An astonishment. You'll be like, what? Them niggas there, like, who are they? Them Nigerians, them Ghanaians, them Jamaicans, them West Indian, them African Americans, like, what? Black British. What are they? We're an astonishment. You know what I mean? But yet what? When we got Lewis Hamilton, alright? Michael Johnson. Remember, some of the fastest men that ran for England were so-called black men, man. You know what I mean? All of our what? Venus Williams, Tiger Woods. No one is going to be able to beat Lewis Hamilton with the amount of trophies he's got because of how young he was when he started to win them. And he can still win more. He's got an undefeatable amount of winning streak. Why is this? Because we are the best. Brothers. You understand? We are the best. Mike Tyson's, Anthony Joshua's, Cassius Clay. You know what I mean? He's up there, actually up there. So look, all of these things, alright? All of these things are for us. These are why we are the best, because we have been called a proverb and a byword. Alright? A proverb is like these damn pickaninnies, pick a nigger. Pickney. You know what pickney means? Pick a nigger. Pickney. And we say, oh yeah, come here, pickney. We're not meant to say pickney to our children. That means pick a nigger, man. When they used to put us on orchard blocks and pick us, man, and sell us for the highest bidder, man. Understand? And take away our children. Take away our children, and the mums are crying, man. Look, check the child there, crying for his mum. Because the mum's like, no, she's gonna be sold for a whore, and this baby's gonna be sold to maybe an alligator bait, man, so they can get some alligator shoes, man. You understand? And these are the people that have done it. These are the enemy of us, man. They are not our friends, man. All of them, every one of them. All right, read this, brother. All right, give me the book of Deuteronomy 28:68 to show him why they are our enemies.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
All right. Now, you know what? Bring out the one first where it says, last 41. First 41.
First, look.
This is a curse. This is a curse that it fits us. Yeah, read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 41.
Look.
Now, thou shalt beget sons and daughters.
Thou shalt beget sons and daughters.
But thou shalt not enjoy them.
What?
Thou shalt not enjoy them.
We're not going to be able to have them in our possession.
For they shall go into captivity.
And that's what happened to the Nigerians, man. A lot of them was taken from Nigeria. The mums and the dads and mums, they had children, and what happened to their children? They ended up getting caught by the colonizer and put on slave ships. Huh? Congo, Uganda, Angola, Sierra Leone, the West Coast, predominantly the Bantu people. All right, your Bantu, right? Yeah, these people are the Israelites of the Bible, brother. Tribe.
Yeah, but it's also a people.
Yeah. Bantu is the tribe. It's a tribe of people. All right. These people are the Israelites. Right? They've got the genetic code. The code of flawlessness, man. The code, you know what I mean? The code of like the best, bro. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Go. We're gonna show you why we're the best. Give me Deuteronomy 29 and verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For thou art what?
Thou art an holy people.
Holy means set apart. Holy means separate, different. You understand? Unto the Most High Himself. Get that? We're holy. Not that these other people are like these holy to the Most High. The Most High loves these children. Princess in a beautiful dress. Alright? The Most High says this man is holy. But this guy over there, he is unholy. He is the wicked. He is our enemy. Alright? It's actually like that. It's actually like that. Because we're going to finish it and show you.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a what?
To be a special people unto himself.
That sounds possessive.
Above all people.
Above who?
Above all people.
A little bit of them.
Above all people.
Oh, let's squeeze in the Indians.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Upon the what?
Upon the face of the earth.
Upon the whole face of this earth.
That's right.
Even if aliens came down, they're not better than us. You understand? Yeah, it's serious. Why do you think in the movies, in the so-called scary movies, right? You see that the so-called black people, they're not going over there. They're like, what? I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? Like, what? Climb up the ladder? Like, what? Seriously, don't you see that Final Destination, bro? The ladder keeps on shaking. Like, I'm not getting up there, bro. You know what I mean? Because we're not stupid, we're holy, we're different. We're just not on that level of stupidity. You understand? But they're gonna scream, let's try it out. Let's touch the waters. Alright? They love to come and steal everything from us. You know what I mean? Come into our, even Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones. They come into our caves, they come into our, they tamper on the bronzes of Nigeria, man. Nigeria have bronzes, bro, that they've stolen over 1,400 and certain bronzes and gave back to. And gave back a few, not a two, maybe I don't know, but a couple. They gave back a couple. Found a rich lord or sir, found them in his attic. I'm like, wow, these belong to the Nigerians. gave some back. The Nigerians said, we want them all back. We don't want to.
Yes, got it.
Yeah, we don't want to. We want all of them, man. You understand? And they're hiding where? In the museums, man. What's it called? There's the National History Museum, the British Museum, the Science Museum. All these things in these museums, bro, they're lies, man. They're lies. There are things. These are the colonizers.
It is true because they take away the came to like.
Can you trust them? Can you trust the colonizer that go around stealing our people, putting their children in these things?
I can't lie. It's sticky. I actually don't know. What's like, you know, growing up, right? Without falling out. I don't know. They're trying to make peace with everyone.
Jeremiah.
Like, you really
Alright, Jeremiah chapter 6. Alright, Jeremiah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6.
Alright.
sorry, like, you guys have I know it is. Like,
6 and
Verse 14.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 14. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying peace, peace.
They have healed the daughters of our people, saying peace, peace, but
when there is no peace.
there's no peace, man. They're always going to stab you in the back, man. You understand? Don't ever trust these guys. Don't be like, oh no, in 2021, I got a so-called white girl, I got a Turkish girl, I got a Somali girl. Like, they're always going to stab you in the back. Alright? Because they're upset that we're just the best. You can be like, how are you going to hang around a jealous and a covetous guy that want to take everything that belongs to you? Covetous means he wants what is yours, red-eyed, jealous, envious. You don't want to be around these guys. But all women, they love to look like them. Why do they not like woolly hair like us? Why do they want curly, stringy hair that smell like dog? When that gets wet, when we get sweat, it smells like dog. Because they love dollies, man. They never had black dolls. They had white dolls when they were growing up. It is their fault. They have woolly hair, they can keep it woolly, but they want to look like Dolly. You understand?
Okay, but if you think about it, you see the young girl that just walked past, let's say that she's around my age.
Alright,
yeah.
give me
TV,
Ezekiel.
growing up, right?
Give me Ezekiel 16 and 44. We'll show you what it is. You don't stop taking him away. Right? Leave him alone.
This is
If
the
you want
book
to go
of
McDonald's, let him stay here.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 44. Behold,
you want to find out about why the little girl was like that? We'll show you.
behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying,
Proverbs that there's nothing new under the sun. That's like a proverb, really. Alright? Not the grass is greener on the other side. That's what they were saying. Alright? Because there's no sun that grows on this side. The sun grows on that side. Alright? That's Proverbs, right? This is a proverb we'll use against them.
saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
So that's in the Bible. Alright? It doesn't grow, the apple doesn't grow far from the tree.
That's right.
The apple doesn't grow far from the tree. Why? Because when the apple falls down from the tree, the seed now plants into the ground and it rejuvenates into another apple tree.
That's right.
That's the same thing. Her mum has taught her stupidity. Her father wasn't around to teach her the laws, statutes and the commandments of the Bible. You understand? That's why the watchmen are out here. Alright? And let's be real. My mum and my dad didn't teach me this when I was young. But I was shown. And when I was shown, what am I going to do with it now? Am I just going to hold on to it and hide it and say, no, it's only mine. I can't tell anyone. That's rubbish, bro. Alright? You meant to teach it to the people, man. Alright? That's what the Bible says specifically to do, man. Alright? It specifically says that in many scriptures. Alright? We're going to bring them out. I'm not going to read those. Alright? What's your name, King? Huh?
Reggie. How about you guys?
Reggie. Oh, Reggie. Alright? We're Yasha Allah, we're Israel. Alright? You're Israelites of the Bible. Alright? You've got a covenant with the Most High. You've got to keep His laws, alright, and keep His commandments. you need to pray and repent.